like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
That's right. I examine my personal bias. Step 4, I have to complete it. Not technically have to. Kind of. Hold on, I just lost my train of thought. Step 5, download the report. Look when I see it. Step 6, grab a bagel from the cafeteria and look. What am I doing? Step 7, you stay here. You're looking. Very important.
Look, man, you gotta teach me how to do Spider-Man stuff, or I'm not gonna be able to help.
Watch and learn, kid. I'll teach you later.
I get stuff to the old bro Bobo Spider-Man. That's new.
If we fire again this week, there could be a black hole underwater. You see this? And this? This is multiple dimensions.
Pretty standard Spider-Man station you used to. He's gonna say, you've got 24 hours. You've got 24 hours. That's a no-no. We don't like that. Okay, that's my face.
Entirely different Peter Parker. Okay, a little bit of a gut. Perhaps some dimensional warping.
Oh, yeah. I was very flattered before I walked. What was that? Hey, how old are you? You don't look a day over 35.
Organize your desktop, please. Wow.
How many of y'all came to win?
But they asked my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging.
patient, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend a day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't feeling paid with you. Man, I got it come clean like I made it with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she's a never not on my mind. You know she on the top. Stage competition, she take shots, take notes, putting live in the winning side, ready to try, take a different vibe. If she wanna ride, never try, we never know. Big six, man, I need that. On my list, they clear the way with my
my shoes, chase fellas, break color coops. No, I can't leave them. They sweet as apple juice. So trophies out in rappers, came at this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I would like to win, just to breathe free. Stopping them tracks, it's not no preseason.
You know that's funny? You said a lot. How we do a switch?
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Alright, oh nice. Still not joining. Okay, that sucks. Bro. Move.
I'm from another dimension. I mean, another dimension. Alright, people, let's start at the beginning one last time. My name is Gwen Stacy. I was bitten by a radioactive spider. And for the last 2 years, I've been the one and only Spider-Woman. You guys know the rest. I joined a band. Saved my dad. I couldn't save my best friend, Peter Parker. So now I save everyone else. And flown into last week. Literally. Landed in New York. New York. My spider sense told me to head to Jason's Academy. Wasn't sure why until I met you.
I like your haircut.
You don't get to like
How many more funny people are there? Finish the comic out. What comic?
Take the risks, man. Man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like 20. Danny. Check three.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A first carry now. This is Johnson. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, Charlie!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Door!
Check 31, check 31. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 49, check 49.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they want, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Watch the run, watch the run. Listen. 5. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quickly from Goff to Kupp. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, 5. Hey, Zoo. Back. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Check.
12.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
36.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Rams, nothing.
Look, 180. Maverick. Here I come again.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And take it right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
Gator. What? Takes 3. 218. Jump. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm here all day. Big Dad. Go. Fires the mic.
2nd and 9 now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
First down McCaffrey on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You ready?
I'm scared.
General West. Go on. Snap.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
15.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Black 20.
Tight end right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be caught by Cobb. Get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 35.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, Touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey, 87 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half.
28, Rams, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the run.
They're in tight formation, not going to take any chances, down to a knee, and that should do it for the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, set. Mark ball. Hey, pick your game up. No. Off. Watch twist. Hard. Shift. Watch the shift. Fair.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky. 35's the mic. Bring it. Super one. 5, Mike 35. Here we go.
They run. It's Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's it.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And bulldozing his way through. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever?
Here we go. Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Line 20. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, and now some space to operate. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's a punt return score of 70 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
180.
Let's get some penetration here.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
The Rams on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on Z. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff is going to fire one deep. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Go there. 15,
brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams 16-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the
we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.